Masala Geeeeeetaaaaaaaar Yes, I have a t-shirt now, man. I am back from the America. Right, I went to the Nam. And my friend, the Craig Rundels, he says to me, you got to do the Vindaloo Scale. What are you doing, man? Hey guys, I'm back. And look, I have a Masala Geeeeeetaaaar t-shirt, man. These are gonna be available to you guys really soon as well. I have been planning this for a while, and hey, you can have your own Masala Geeeeeetaaaar t-shirt. Anyways, you know, I was in Anaheim, went to Nam, as you guys know because you've been watching the videos. Thank you so much for watching. And I was hanging out with my really good friend Craig Rundels, and here's a gratuitous picture of myself, Mr. Rundels, and Mr. Seymour Duncan. Yeah, we hung out with Seymour, which was awesome, man. It was bloody awesome, man. Yeah, it was Masala Geeeeeetaaaar. So Craig is driving me around in the Corvette, which he rented. Yeah, yellow Corvette, which was just awesome, man. Yeah, it was proper. My yard means friend in. Anyways, I know it's a little bit crazy, but I'm wearing the t-shirt, man. I got to do it. And he says to me, you have to do a Vindaloo Scale, man. So here you go. This is the Vindaloo Scale stroke lickety lick that I have done for you guys. This is a spicy one, it's a fast one, it's a fast and furious, very kind of hot chili pepper one, which I wanted to bring you. And I loved doing this one, and this is very much for my buddy Craig. So Craig, here you go. Vindaloo, man. Masala Geeeeeetaaaar. I'm gonna send you a t-shirt, man. Isn't it, Craig? You got to wear it and take a photo. Yeah. Let me show you how to play this one. Here we go. So today I am rocking a proper chili pickle Vindaloo Scale for you. And I wanted to base this around the scale because Craig said to me, you have to do a Vindaloo Scale, man. And he said it in the accent as well. Seriously, he did. I'm slowly converting him into Indian. Anyways, this lick is based around that scale to begin with, and then I basically go into some string skipping and all sorts of kind of coolness. And I wanted to make this one pretty spicy, which is why it is fast and furious. And you know, you can kind of just take the licks which you like from it and use them in your playing. But there's a ton of licks which you can use from this this scale and this edition of Masala Geeeeeetaaaar. Masala Geeeeeetaaaar T-shirt. And before I do forget, I want to give these guys a shout out. Dogal strings. I have a set of Dogals on my guitar, and I'm an endorsee of these guys. Yay! And they're super cool. And the reason why I wanted to mention these is because they hooked me up with a couple of sets of carbon steel strings, and they are feeling and sounding fantastic on my guitar. So go and check out the Dogal strings. You know, I'll leave a link in the description box below, so you can go and check those guys out. Alrighty. So the lick starts off with this scale run, which slowly goes like this. And I'm essentially playing the same run over 3 octaves. So I'm starting off on the low E string and the A string, and initially I'm playing the 7, 8 and 10 on the E string, and the 7, 9, 11 on the A string, and I'm using legato for this, so I'm only picking the first note and then hammering on the next 2 notes. So the E string, picking at the 7, hammering on to 8 and 10, Then going to the A string, picking the 7, hammering on to 9 and 11. I'm then going to take this whole shape up 1 octave. So this time I'm going to start on the D string at the 9th fret, pick at the 9, hammer on to 10 and 12. And then on the G string, I'm going to pick at the 9, hammer on to 11 and 13. And then the 3rd octave, I am starting this one on the 12th fret of the B string, hammering on to 13 and 15, and then going to the E string, picking at the 12, hammering on to 14 and 16. Now when I played the lick, I actually then slid up to the 17th fret, back to 16, and then I did a pull off back to 14 and 12. So I actually did this. So when I add the scale run together slowly, we get this. And that's the beginning of it. Alright, once I'm there, what I did was I hammered back onto the 14 and the 16 on the E string. Then I'm going to do a tap at the 17, slide it along to the 20th fret, back to the 17, and then I'm going to pull off to back to the 12 essentially. So I'm going to do a pull off to the 16, 14 and the 12. So like this. Then do one more hammer on to the 14th fret of the E string and then pull off to the 12th. So when I add the N, we get that. Alrighty, after that, what I did was I slid my finger up to the 16th fret of the E string, and now I'm going to do a tremolo picking lick. So I'm going to pick the string really quickly and play a variety of notes up here. So the notes I'm going to play are the 16, 17, 19 on the E string. Then I'm going to slide my pinky up to the 20. Then I'm going to come back to 19, back to 17, back to 16. So like this. Okay. Now once I've done that, then I'm going to go up to the 22nd fret of the high E string. Now rather than just picking it, what I'm going to do is pre-bend it a whole step. And as I do this, I'm going to grab the B string at the same time, and I'm going to pick both of the strings. So essentially, I have the B string and the E string under my pinky now. So I'm going to up pick this, and you can kind of get this discordant thing. It's something that I learned from George Lynch. Funny enough. I've learned a thing or two from George. I met him at NAMM. We hung out for a little while at NAMM, which was very super cool. Always nice to see George. Anyways, so I'm going to pick this, up pick this. I'm going to use the bar to slowly come down. Now when you're actually doing this, what you'll notice is that it will kind of create a V shape between the E string and the B string, and that's what you're aiming for. So you know the point of the V is right here. So I'm essentially pushing up the E string to meet the B string, then grabbing the B string at the same time, so the two strings are together. I'm not actually doing it kind of just the two strings kind of with two fingers kind of adjacent and things like that. The strings are actually touching each other. They're under one finger. So that's how I get that sound. So then I do that dive, and I do it quite slowly. Alright, after that I'm going to go into a string skipping lick, and this is a string skipping lick which I do quite often. I love doing this one. So I'm going to start off on the high E string, picking at the 19, pulling off to 17 and 16, and then I'm going to skip up to the G string and basically do a pull off on the same frets, 19, 17 and 16, and I'm only going to pick at the 19. Now basically what I do after that is come back on myself. So from the 16 I'm going to ascend the notes now. So I'm going to go to 17, 19 on the G string, and then do 16, 17, 19 on the high E string. and then come back on myself again, all the way back to the 16th fret of the G string. So kind of like this. Okay, once I've done it twice, I'm going to slide back 2 frets to the 14th fret of the G string. And this time I'm going to do the 14, 16, 17 on the G, and then the same on the E string, and then I'm going to descend as well. And I'm only going to do this on one rotation now, so like this. Okay, once I'm back at this 14th fret of the G string, I'm going to slide down 1 fret to the 13. Now what I'm going to do is 13, 14, 16 on the G string, and then when I go to the E string this time, it's going to be 12, 14, 16. And I'm going to do this twice. Now the first time I do it, I'm just going to do it straight. And then on the repeat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tap and a slide at the end of the ascending part. So like this. And then descend back to this 13th fret of the G string. So the tap and the slide that I did was as follows. So I did that, the string skipping lick, and then I'm going to tap at the 17, slide to 20, slide back to 17, pull back off to 16, 14, 12. Alrighty, so from here what I'm going to do is this. So there, I just picked at the 14, then did a quick trill between 13 and 14 on the G. And then I'm going to the 15 on the B string, doing full step bend and putting vibrato on that note. So essentially I'm bending up to the root note, which is the E flat. And then I kind of just improvised around. And did all of that stuff. So there you go, there is the whole of that scale and lickety-lick, man! And it's proper masala, you know it is, man. So I'll play it for you slowly so that you can see how it all clips together. So here we go. Masala guitar. And there you go, Masala guitar, man! I love playing this, and Craig, thank you so much for suggesting it, because here's your Vindaloo lick, man. I hope it is hot enough for you, man. It's a nice hot spicy one, like chili pepper, man. Yeah! So, like I said, you know, it's quite a fast lick. There's a lot going on. So just extract what you need from it and enjoy. I would love to see how you guys incorporate into your playing. So if you do incorporate any of the licks, please do tag Masala Guitar and me, and show me the videos. Yeah! Alrighty guys, enjoy, have a fantastic day. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel so that you get more Masala guitar licks and all of the other videos which are coming up. And this year is going to be very super cool, because there is a ton of really awesome stuff coming up. And also give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. That would be much appreciated. And you can also check out the lesson pack that I did with Nick Layton if you want to learn some awesome George Lynch and Warren DeMartini style licks. Yeah. Alright, you guys, have a fantastic day. Here's the playthrough again. Enjoy, and remember, keep it spicy, man. Get your spice on with Masala Geeeeeeetaaaaaar.